there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident. Then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Hurry up, here we go.
In motion, the tight end Barnage.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
The play clock's running down. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this one, it's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
That's caught at the 1. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnage. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnage can play. There's no sense in dancing around it. Not a lot of bright spots to talk about in Cleveland this year. But I think Isaiah Crowell, the running back, he's a guy we got to keep an eye on in the future. Short of 1,000 yards, but it's hard for him to get enough carries to get there.
Yeah, but he was healthy, started all 16 games. Coach Hugh Jackson, though, said it was his goal to get to 1,000. You're right, though, just shy of that at 952. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Now Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Roethlisberger will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. That's caught at the 2. 11 yards on the pickup. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They'll run it with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And it's the Cleveland Browns come back out on the field. They'll get going again on offense here in a second, but 1-15 this last year. And it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs one time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2.
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season. But I think that they have a plan in place to move this